decided that you're ready to purchase a commercial duty premium quality Eley polyurethane garden hose, but you're not quite sure what length you need? Well, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to help determine the proper length of hose to buy. It's very important that you order the right length of hose, and here's why. Number one, returns are not a good process. It's expensive for us and it's a hassle for you. I mean, if you get the hose in, you unbox it, you hook it up, you stretch it out, you find out it's too short. Now you got to unhook it, you got to drain the water out of it, you got to coil it back up, rebox it, which is not easy. Once it's uncoiled, it's hard to get it back into that box. Go to our website, submit a return request, wait for the authorization email, print out the label, attach it to the box, take it to the UPS store and drop it off. Then you got to wait possibly up to 3 weeks for a refund, because we actually check all the returns in to make sure that it is the right product and it is our product that's being returned. So let's avoid all of that by making sure you get the proper length of hose. Now, the best way to do it is if you have a long tape like this 100-foot tape. This would be the most accurate way to determine the proper length of hose. Most people don't have one of these, and I'm not suggesting you go out and buy one. I'm going to show you a very effective and easy way to determine the right length of hose. Basically, we're just going to step it off. We're just going to walk and count the number of steps it takes to get from the faucet to the furthest distance you want the hose to reach. Okay? The average distance an average sized adult covers while they're walking is 2¼ to 2½ feet. We recommend you use 2½ feet per step for your calculation. That way you're sure you're not going to be too short. So the reason we want to do this instead of just eyeballing it is because you really can't trust your judgment. Let's say in this house I want to go from this faucet to the corner of that house, the house. Now I would guess that would be maybe 50 feet. I would think 50 feet just by looking at it would be plenty. But let's step it off to make sure. So what you want to do when you step it off, there's 2 rules you want to do. Number one, just take normal steps. Don't take an elongated step. Just take a normal step, and then also follow the exact path that the hose needs to take to reach that furthest point. All right, no shortcuts. For example, in this situation, I don't want to go right through here because we got this patio furniture, so I need to come out and then go that direction, okay? No shortcuts, no elongated steps. So let's demonstrate how this works. Okay, so starting here at the faucet, let's just start stepping off the same path our hose would take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 will bring me out to here. Then I'm gonna have to turn and go this direction. Now what I'm gonna do when I come out here, 5 steps times 2½, that's already 12 feet. So just from the faucet to here, I'm gonna need at least 12 feet. Now, this is a ground hose guide that we sell. If you're not familiar with these, you might want to check it out. These work great for keeping your hose out of landscaping, avoiding patio furniture like this. It just simply slides down in here. And I'll go through that a little bit later. But it's going to be 12 feet to get out to this ground hose guide. And now let's walk to the corner of the house and see how many more steps it takes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, 24 steps to reach the corner of the house, that's 60 feet. So my guess that 50 feet was going to be long enough would be too short. I would need to buy a 75-foot hose. Yes, it's a little bit more than I need, but it's better to have more length than being too short and having to do a return. Now, in a situation like this, if you think 50 feet, if you come back about 10 feet, and if you think you can reach where you need to go with your spray nozzle and can do with 50 foot of hose, that's fine. But if you're in a situation where you need the hose to reach to that point, you need to step it off and buy the length of hose you need. We do have a chart that makes it real easy to calculate the length based on the number of steps you take. So use 2½ feet, walk normal, don't take any shortcuts, and you'll end up with the right length of hose. Okay, so the ground hose guide, remember we came out 12 feet, before we make our turn to go to the corner of the house. Basically, just take a rubber mallet, and if you don't have a rubber mallet, you can use a regular claw hammer. Just use a 2x4 on here so you don't distort this flange when you drive it into the ground. The other thing to keep in mind, be careful, is make sure you know where your underground water lines go so you don't puncture those. So all we do is pound that in. We're going to pound it down until this is about flush with the ground. You don't have to go all the way down, but you want to make sure that it's not a tripping hazard and that your lawnmower can clear it, okay? So okay, so there we're down. That's not, could go a little bit, that could be a tripping hazard. So we're down. Now we simply put this in here, and you see that spins, so this will catch the hose and guide it right down here. These ball bearings, or these roller pieces, will keep the hose spinning smoothly while you pull the hose out. And so that is how that works. And then when you go to mow or weed eat, just simply lift it off, set it off to the side, and then when you're ready to use your hose again, put it back in, and you're ready to go.